So let me introduce to you Dave Favreau. Dave is responsible for global enterprise architecture at Adecco. For those of you who don't know who Adecco is the second largest HR provider around the globe. And I've had the opportunity to spend time with Dave and the Adecco team through their evaluation of our solution over the past year and a half. And I think what you're going to see and how they're utilizing, Evolve today is going to give you some ideas in how you might like to do things, and see how Evolve can be scaled. So with that, Dave, I'll hand it off to you.
Okay, thanks, Wendy. So, hello everybody. It's a pleasure for me to be here and to present what we did with Evolve in Adecco context. Just before getting into really the usage of Evolve, maybe I can present you a bit what is our company doing. Can you present the slide, Victoria, please? Okay, so our company, so we are HR service leader since 1996. So we are competing mainly with actors as Randstad and Manpower. We are implemented in across 60 countries. So which means that we have as any international company, we are facing cultural, I will say, challenges. The key challenge also we have is that the maturity of the market is not the same, and the kind of HR service we are providing across countries are differing from country to another. Just to be clear on what our HR services, it's going from temp staffing to permanent staffing. It also include all the training part of the outsourcing of HR activities as recruitment, even payroll in some countries, and help in restructuring companies when they are in difficulties. One of the key challenge for this, or coming from this, is that Adecco is still structured as region. So this means that each region is responsible for its own results, which is sometimes quite challenging at global level to get consistent enterprise architecture practices. And the maturity is really differing from country to another. As a result, we landed with a catalog of solutions, so really a portfolio of application across Adecco, which is more than 1,000. Now we have referenced about 1,200, which is quite complex and provide us a strong challenge to getting the future business model, which will be more digital and which will require to have data structure harmonization and even application harmonization. So what we did, next slide please. What we did so far in 2017, we were 4 in enterprise architecture team, and we start to build a simple framework on architecture based on the standard, I would say, of enterprise architecture, but we didn't name it as TOGAF or ever standard in order to not afraid the countries who were most of the time pushing back complex standard and so on. But we are relying on key principles as business and data architecture, solution architecture, infrastructure, and security. And we embed all of our framework with a project management framework in order to be able to get the more information we can in order to gather information about new solution which were already in place, and we use Evolve in order to store it in our catalog of solution. So our catalog of solution is really a central repository which is key in order to enable enterprise architecture activity. How did we move, or how did we land with Erwin Evolve solution? Next slide, please. So just to be Victoria, thanks. So just to be clear, the structure and even the IT, the way IT was structured in Adecco has evolved along these years. Before 2012, we were really country focused. We started, or we tried to build a catalog or portfolio of application, so a catalog of solutions using SharePoint. But as we global team wasn't so influencing countries, and countries were perceiving this as redoing or providing kind of reporting to corporate, it was not working. In 2012, we start a big program in order to try to harmonize both solutions and business processes across Adecco, which was called Everest. Here, all the IT team went or become global. Here, we used this opportunity to gather the maximum of information around all the application which was implemented across Adecco. And we store it in Excel spreadsheet. And we try to use Mega as a tool, but Mega was quite complex and quite expensive, and we received a big pushback from people in order to update the data directly in the tool. So we were really using a lot of Excel. When starting 2017, we changed a bit our organization by balancing better the power of countries versus the power of corporate, and so be more close to our business requirements. By doing this, we were 4 in the team. We continue and we enhance our Excel spreadsheet. However, it was quite limited. So we started to assess our solution, a solution in order to be able to host all the information we have gathered so far in a central repository, which was accessible to everybody. And here came Erwin solution. Next slide, please, Victoria. So our key principles was the first one, really to be able to fit the maturity of the various countries, because some countries was really small and there were no dedicated architect able to understand what was the various dimension of the solution we need to gather. So we need to keep it simple as much as possible and to capture the minimum of information from them. But for the more mature countries and as a target where we want to go, we needed also to provide some capabilities which were more powerful in terms of storing information. It was really one of the first criteria. The second one was really maybe most of people who are working on enterprise architecture are knowing that, is that at the end, and it's the truth for most of other things, our decision maker needs to have just few slides to understand what is the landscape, what is the situation, what is the transformation plan, and so on. However, in order to be able to build just these few slides, you need to gather tons of information before this. It's a kind of pyramid or iceberg syndrome. So the key challenge we wanted is to be able to have a tool which will provide as simple as possible the information in a simple manner, be able to find the right information very easily, and so on. But being able also to store complex things in order to enable enterprise architecture work. And it's why, based on all the assessment we did, we have chosen Evolve solution. So just to be fair, where we are today. Please, next slide. So now our solution, which is called Goal internally, is live for 1 year. So we rolled out the first version in April. We are able really to be to capture or to consult any solution which is rolled out in any countries. We are still missing some small countries, but we are close to be fulfilled at 95% about. We are able also to store all the global solution or the reference product we want to become standard in Adecco. So it become really a kind of repository which has to be consulted each time a country, whatever the business is, need to implement a new solution in order to support their business, which is quite interesting. We are capturing for each solution various business dimensions as the business capabilities, business objects which are used, so really the data which are manipulated, which brand they are supporting, and with several levels of granularity. We are using also this tool in order to manage all the technical or technology, I will say, related to this solution. So it becomes also our catalog of technologies, IT technologies. And this helped us these last 2 years to fit the gap or to, I will say, enhance the way our landscape were, because we were facing some issues with security due to obsolescence of a lot of platforms which were used in countries. And so it has been able to really manage all the projects to remediate this obsolescence issue. And now we are at a stage where we start to modelize flows directly in the tool in order also to support all the data challenge we can have to understand which solution is interacting which other, and mainly also to understand what are the data which are transported by the solution. It's key to be able to be compliant with GDPR, for instance. Of course, our solution today is not hosting all the as a source of truth all the information on the servers and all the software which are installed. So we needed to link our tool with ServiceNow, and this has been done through API capability provided by both systems. By now, we are using the tool to really monitor the way we are transforming our IT landscape progressively, and we are able to modelize some target we want to reach in the coming years in order to enable all the digital business we want to get in, and in order to stay our leadership position and to be able to challenge with Randstad, for instance. That's it on my side.